Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Cryptic Critiques. Today we're going to be looking at the newest DC show, Peacemaker. Now, before the show came out, I wasn't expecting much. I thought it was going to be okay, and based off DC's track record with Batman v Superman, Wonder Woman 84, Birds of Prey, all those movies, I was like, okay, this isn't going to be that good. Since it was coming off of The Suicide Squad by James Gunn, and James Gunn was also directing this, that did bring some hope that this was going to be really good, and it was really good. Now, I do have to say that the show is actually really funny. I think a lot of the humor and jokes they make land and are really well timed, which was really nice to see. The one thing I did want to say is there's a lot of full-on nudity. There's no, baby nudity. Oh, wait, that sounded weird. There's no, little, I don't know what to say. It's not like there's people in the background or naked. It's full in-your-face action, and so just be warned if you're gonna watch this with your parents. Now, I am saying that because I did watch this show with my dad, and literally in the first episode, some girls tits are out, so just be warned. It doesn't stop there. It goes, I think, to episode 5 or 6 maybe is when they stop showing it. One thing I did really like about the show was the characters, Peacemaker, Vigilante mainly. I think they're all really great. They're all well written, and they're just great. Everybody loves them. I love them. They're all just amazing. But I do think all the characters, besides from the 5 or 6 main people in that little group, are kind of forgettable, and they don't really add much, but I guess that's the point. They're kind of side characters, so it doesn't really matter. Now, I guess I'll talk about the villains. There's kind of 2 villains. One is more of a side villain just for the plot, and that's the White Dragon. If you don't know, he's a racist supervillain. His whole thing is just him. He's racist. He's a white supremacist, and that's really it. I do have to say, and this pains me to admit, I do like his suit. I think his suit is cool, but it's just so hard to say that because who he is, and yet he's just such a bad person. Now, I do think that White Dragon was a better villain than the other villain, the Butterflies, which is kind of a alien butterflies that just take over people. And I won't speak too much on them because the more I talk is the more spoilers, because they kind of get explained further on into the show, so you'll have to watch and see it. But I do think he is a better villain just because of his relationship with Peacemaker and how he affects him when the butterflies are just kind of these people, oh, Peacemaker, just go kill these people, and he's okay, I'll go kill them. Now, with all that said, I do actually like the butterflies. I think they were cool to see. I'm not trying to say that they were terrible villains and they didn't deserve to be in this show, because I did like them. Now, I do have to say, this could be considered a spoiler, even though it doesn't spoil anything. It really just says something that didn't happen. I remember, when, the first 3 episodes came out in January, I heard that, oh, Blue Beetle might be in the show, and I really like Blue Beetle, and so I was really on this Blue Beetle train. I was oh my god, Blue Beetle's gonna show up. He might actually show up, and he didn't. And as the episodes went on, I was okay, he's not showing up, but I was I was high on Kobe, and I was he might, there's still a possibility. But yeah, he didn't show up, which, I mean, was kind of expected. I don't know really why I thought about that. I remember just seeing something on YouTube about it, that he could show up. Now, even though Blue Beetle wasn't in it, sadly, there was still a big cameo at the final episode, which was cool to see. It put a little smile on my face. I was oh, that's cool. I'm glad I saw this character again. And so, I'm not going to spoil it, but just go watch the final episode. Just watch the whole show. It's really good, and it's worth a watch. And after this show, I am excited to see these characters again, even though there was no post-credit scene that teased a season 2, or that Peacemaker will be back, or Vigilante will be back. I am hoping to see them again. I hope they will show up sometime soon. I don't know where they would. I don't even know if this show is even going to be considered canon to the DCEU after the Flash movie. I hope it is, because it is really good. But now let's just get on to the rating. As I've been watching this show weekly, and as I'm recording this review right now, I have been thinking about what I'm going to give this as a rating, but I have finally decided on it. I'm going to give this show a 9 out of 10, because it's everything you could want. It's a dysfunctional group killing aliens and racist, and they have funny joke. There's a lot of violence, language, nudity, all that. It's just great. I recommend you watch this. But it is actually really good, even if you don't like DC or superheroes. Even if you thought all DC stuff is bad just because of the movies. You're stupid. and to watch this. It's really good. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember to like and subscribe. Comment what you would give this show and any other movie or show you want me to review on Cryptic Critiques. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.